Okay, all right. Thanks for that to all our technical experts for giving us the take on the market. We have some more corporate conversations, by the way, lined up. Now, Sobha has been reacting quite well to the quarterly update it gave out. In fact, what Sobha told us was that pre-sales volumes are down 39%, pre-sales value is down about 40%. This is, of course, in the worst hit quarter. Let's get the management in. I think we do have Mr.JC Sharma with us. If we can go across to him. Mr. Sharma, so tell us what's happening. The economy has started opening up, but have you started seeing a revival in inquiries, perhaps?
Good morning, Surbi. Yes, we have started improvement in the inquiries. Primarily from the month of June, when that Unlock 1 was announced. And to our own surprise, if you look at the June month was almost a normal month, not only from the inquiries perspective, but also from the conversion perspective, which is truly reflected in our operational numbers, where we have done almost of an average of the last 12 months, pre-COVID months, vis-a-vis the June month. And the other inquiries have been of superior quality. The only constraint has been primarily on account of the site visits. So the people who have been making inquiries and would like to buy, because of the restrictions, they are not able to take the call. Else, with the kind of inquiries and the quality for inquiries, my belief is that, of course, while the market has been impacted on the one side, the levels of inquiry, the quality of the inquiry, and the conversions going forward augurs well for real estate sector and for companies like us in the residential space.
Mr. Sharma, you have made about the most optimistic statement that we have heard on the channel in a long time. In a sector like real estate, if you are saying that June was almost the average of the last 12 months, it's extremely positive news. To be fair, we had spoken to Anurag some time back, and Anuj Puri had said that Bangalore is a standout performer. That was my question. Is Bangalore good? Are you seeing similar signs or less optimistic signs elsewhere?
See, if you look at Bangalore, otherwise also during this COVID period, which still we are going through, was least impacted amongst the large cities. And we were fortunate enough to have a significant presence in this particular city as a company I am talking about. So it worked relatively better for us. Otherwise, if you go today to Pune or if you go to Ahmedabad, if you go to NCR, you have got much greater challenges and issues while doing the job, the way we can do it in Bangalore. But the big picture still remains valid, that the demand as is made out to be. I am only talking about the residential space, is not as bad as we look at from the outside. At the same time, where we are today facing the challenge is how to convert those inquiries, because without seeing the site, most of the customers still are a bit tentative in taking the next call. And with those kind of constraints, the performance of the June was really very well. And if that trend continues, we are confident that we are likely to do better in the remaining 9 months than what we did in the first 3 months.
Okay. Well, can we draw a conclusion that IT industry was not impacted and therefore Bangalore sales are good? What would you say of demand in non-Bangalore locations where you are?
It's a good point. As far as the demand in other cities is concerned, my view is more or less the way we have been performing in the past, 70 to 75% from Bangalore and remaining coming out from the other cities. That ratio has been maintained, and surprisingly Kerala market last quarter has done relatively better, especially Cochin and Trichy. So, and that should continue to do better with the kind of NRI challenges and NRI wanting to buy homes is also visible as a new trend. But yes, IT sector has adapted to this new post-COVID requirements of its clients, and the job losses probably in Bangalore or the reduction in the pay scale in Bangalore probably has been the least among us all the big cities, and that benefit definitely we should get to.
Okay. Mr. Sharma, now something about specific numbers for the company. You had a negative cash flow in the last financial year which closed out. Now, so far this year, while it's great to know that inquiries are coming, I don't know if people are, quickly cutting checks and giving you the money. So what's happening to your own working capital cycles, and what about overall debt levels and debt reduction plans for the year?
It's a very good question. Thank you. You asked it. See, we did reduce our debt in the last quarter by 70 crores, right? And even in this quarter also, we have communicated that our debt levels have come down and our interest rates have further come down. We have been able to manage our show, that is both inflow and the outflow, within the means what we had available. And you are right, customers are writing checks and payments are coming. I also would like to acknowledge the contribution or the help provided by the two leading financial institutions of India, State Bank of India and HDFC Limited. They have risen to the occasion. They have also adapted to this digital way of dealing, even except the KYC part in releasing the payments. So once the KYC was done and the project was in their approved list, and if you have been raising the demand, especially these two institutions which are the largest from the home loan point of view, they have done a remarkably good job tying up with them and ensuring that you guide your customers in a manner they feel confident, has also helped us in maintaining the cash flow.
We will play this soundbite of yours to Rajneesh Kumar, Deepak Parekh and KK Mistry for sure, Mr. Sharma.
Thank you.
Well, a final question to you. Of course, 3 months is a short time, but are you noticing COVID having any impact on the kind of houses or offices? I mean, when it is work from home, we need a little more space at home. And if it is work from home from an office point of view, logically office space should be less in demand. Are these trends at all, or is it too short?
This is the trend. See, you need to also bear in mind that those whose jobs remain protected, today they are paying significantly same EMI for a much larger value of the home.
Yes.
And they have also seen the benefits of a larger home. Sobha had been basically a market leader at those 300 square feet, 15 to 1700 square feet of apartments. Rather, last quarter, the average size of the home which we have sold had gone up by about 10%. So we are quite convinced that those who have the money and those who are opting for buying the home, they are looking for relatively a larger home than they were looking for in the past. And the liquidity and the interest rates have also played a very critical role.
Okay. Point taken, Mr. Sharma. It's been a long while since we had such an optimistic conversation. Thank you very much for joining us. So, looks like the IT industry. Okay, so the IT industry is not so much impacted, and that's telling on the other ecosystem of Bengaluru. Let's shift now from equity market.